Hey guys, thanks for checking out this next video. In the previous one, I built the support for the seats. I was able to get that painted up, and it's just sitting in there right now. I'll probably throw some bolts in it and get the seats attached. The plan for today is to begin building what would be the box or the cowl that would enclose the engine. And so the plan is to basically build a bit of a wall here in line with the door, and basically everything behind that around the engine height would be external to the cab, and then we'll carry up the cowl around the engine to about the air cleaner height, and then at that point it'll just end up being a storage compartment internal to the cab. And so I was thinking about this last night, and rather than having to try and throw stuff over the back seat, it might be more useful to actually make like an opening, like a hatch in the back. That way you can get access to that storage area a little bit easier without having to lean over the seat and whatnot. So that's kind of the plan for today. Hopefully, yeah, get the cowl built around the engine and get the back sheet of birch on the machine. And then hopefully at that point it'll all be ready to get dismantled, and I can begin gluing and final assembly of the cab. Break here for a quick update. I've managed to get a bunch of the panels cut. So I got that one there. That is what I'm going to call the firewall, and that's a full piece, and I just notched out to fit around the engine compartment there. I got these two side, I guess, panels that will put the sides to the engine compartment, and then again, those are complete, so that side panel actually carries through to the front here, and then it's all kind of notched together to fit really nicely. And then there's this small access that you'll be able to reach down and get to the hydraulic pumps. It'll be handy, and you'll be able to flip that open. Maybe I'll put a hinge or something on it. And then there's that bolt there and that bolt there. Basically, that is the bypass if you're trying to move the machine and you don't have the engine running or something. That will allow the front drive motors to freewheel. So that's pretty key to be accessible. It is accessible from down below. You'll be able to reach through the track. So I don't know if it's quite necessary to have that top little compartment hinged, but still something I'm thinking about anyway. So for now, I'm going to start to get the blocking drilled, glued, and screwed in place, and then once I'm happy with where all that's fitting together, I'm going to take the back sheet of 3/8 ply, cut that, get that ready to go across the back, and that'll basically frame in the back side of the cab. And then I'll probably finish the lid that will sit on top of like the engine compartment and the two storage bins. Alright guys, this is where I've gotten today. I've made some really good progress again. I have two compartments, one on the left for the battery, one on the right for the fuel tank, and then a nice large engine bay I have to make a little hatch door for up on top there, but yeah, it's all come together really well. I'm very, 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 very pleased with how the cab is shaping up overall. I have the seats in now, so you can see how everything fits together. Lots of open space, actually. This is pretty much how the interior of the cab is going to be. There will be maybe a little control panel up front for the driver, 2 levers, the throttle, ignition, etc. But that's about it for that. Yeah. Take a look through here. See inside. There's a good little storage area behind those seats there. It's kind of right about that level, so it's definitely reachable. I think in my next day out here in the shop, I'm definitely going to cut an access door in the back and then have it so it kind of flips up and open. That'll be really handy for getting in there. But yeah, otherwise that's where I'm going to end it for today. Okay, I have made some really good progress here since I last did video. Lots of time lapse, but I got the back access hatch cut out. And then what I ended up doing was taking some of the 3/8 material. I ripped it into 2-inch strips, rounded over 2 of the sides, and using that to provide a bit of a lip where the door, when it closes down, this will help bridge that 1/4-inch gap that is created by the router bit. So I thought that worked out really well. I did the same around the door openings, all the way around. That turned out really good. It just helps finish the door and makes it a little bit stronger on those edges. There we are. And aside from that, while I had the router going, I did get the windows cut out on the doors, so those are pretty much done now. I just need to pick up some hardware, like some piano hinge to put on the back side, and then some paddle latches just to keep the door front. They're going to be a suicide door. That way, if you want to drive with the door open, you can. That's, I think, pretty common for some of the other thiocall imps out there. Somebody said this is a baby imp, and yes, that's exactly what I was thinking when I started designing it. So yeah, not much else to go on right now. I'm gonna try and figure out how I'll make a dashboard and determine exactly where I'm gonna put the control levers, and then I'm gonna take some of this 2-inch wide material that I ripped and then just finish off around these openings for the fuel tank and for the battery, just to clean it up a little bit. And that's it. It'll be all done out here. So I'm going to keep going a little while longer. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up this video and this part of the build. I'm sorry, I thought I had been recording while I put the dash together, but it turns out my phone was dead. So yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, here we are. It's just a piece of 1/2-inch plywood and one of the blocks. I used the 1/4 round router bit just to round it over. And that's all there is to it. I'm hoping that I can add some blocking underneath just to reinforce it next time, and then I'll also add maybe some kind of a board here to allow the 2 levers for the forward back to get mounted, and then the cables will basically just route straight down through the floor. Anyway, yeah, everything turned out really well today. I'm super happy where it all is. It's at the point now where I think I can start to take it apart and then address a couple of the small mechanical issues underneath while it's all taken apart, and then start gluing and reassembling everything so it'll be kind of finished. Once that's done, I'll coat the inside. I'm thinking just some clear, polyurethane varnish. I have, I don't know, a couple pint containers left over from other projects, so that'll finish off the interior, and then probably do some kind of paint on the exterior. I don't know really what color yet. I haven't quite decided. Maybe blue, maybe orange, who knows. But overall, yeah, the build is progressing very nicely. Hopefully by the time I get the body reassembled and painted, the engine will be ready to put into it and go for a ride. That's what I'm looking forward to. So anyway, thanks for checking out the video this weekend. It's pretty long, but hope you enjoy it. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.